With more than 8 million animal species living on Earth, no wonder that nobody knows or has seen them all. Across the globe, you'll find unique animals that exhibit truly remarkable and bizarre features and behaviors. From rubber, pencil-like eels to the monkey with a big nose, we are not sure if they are more weird or more shocking. But we're going to look at 10 animals you'll see for the first time in your life. Mouse deer. First up on our list is the mouse deer. The silver-backed chevrotain, or the mouse deer, is about the size of a large rabbit, with a silver sheen on its rump. It was photographed tiptoeing through a dry lowland forest in southern Vietnam in 2019. The last known sighting of this animal was back in 1990 when a hunter killed it and donated the specimen to scientists. We have recently learned that the creature also has tusk-like incisors, visible only in new photographs taken last year. Because they don't have horns or antlers and the fangs are especially long in males, researchers believe the males use them to compete for territory and mates. The researchers behind the discovery say they hope it will lead to better protection for the species, which is threatened by the use of wire snares. Magic rabbit. First discovered in 1983 in China's Tian Shan Mountains, the incredibly rare Ely pica was not seen again until 2014. Known locally as the magic rabbit, it is thought that there are fewer than 1,000 in existence. Looking like a short-eared rabbit with a teddy bear face, Ely pica like to eat grass, herbs, and mountain plants. They spend the summer collecting food that they stockpile amongst rocks in distinctive hay piles. Scarcer than pandas, Ely pica are rarely spotted in the wild, although camera traps set around Tian Shan Mountains are giving scientists a better idea of how this elusive, magically cute animal lives its life. Pesquet's parrot. Despite its name and vulture-like features, the Pesquet's parrot, or Dracula parrot as it's aptly named, is actually not bloodthirsty at all. It feeds almost exclusively on just a few species of figs. It is a bird endemic to hills and forests in New Guinea. Its brilliant scarlet plumage that contrasts with its gray chest, back, and tail, and its vulture-like beak, makes this bird remarkable, and also a prime target for poachers. It's one of those creatures that became threatened before we ever even knew they were vulnerable. Raccoon dog. The most extraordinary thing about raccoon dogs is that they are not related to raccoons at all. Despite having faces that look identical, these East Asian dogs, also known as tanuki, are most closely related to foxes. Raccoon dogs have also been significant in Japanese folklore since ancient times. They are portrayed as mischievous and jolly, and are famous for shape-shifting. Many Japanese homes have a small statue of one on their bookshelves. The quokka. You can't look at this little guy and not smile. This popular marsupial is found on Rottnest Island. Around 10,000 quokkas live on Rottnest Island today, and small populations also live in the mainland's southwest forests, such as those near Northcliffe. The Rottnest Island population is pretty much accustomed to humans, and recently quokka selfies have become very popular with tourists. Look at how cute they are! Even stars like Roger Federer and Chris Hemsworth have taken pictures with them. I might book a flight just to get a selfie with this adorable little thing. Angola colobus. This very wise-looking primate, with a body built for tree-hopping acrobatics, thrives in a variety of forest types, and has adapted to a life lived almost exclusively in the tree canopy. They consume leaves too toxic for any other animal, and have a multi-chambered stomach with enzymes to break it all down. The Angolan colobus is one of Central Africa's 5 known species of black and white colobus, and lives in a fragmented range that extends from Nigeria to Tanzania. They have a striking black and white coat, long, silky white hair that frames their black faces and drapes their shoulders, and tails that fade from black to white halfway down. Alligator lizard. Alligator lizards range from a gorgeous teal blue to deep green and have pale yellow bellies and a yellow ring around their eyes. The males tend to be more vibrant than the females, while the juveniles are paler and marked with dark lateral stripes. They are native to the states of Veracruz and Pueblo in Mexico and live only in trees, usually 130 feet above the forest floor. They are inclined to bite if provoked, so only calm and experienced keepers tend to handle these lizards. Leaf-nosed bat. Fun fact: California leaf-nosed bats usually use their sense of sight, unlike other bats that use echolocation when they are foraging. They resort to echolocation only in total darkness. Their hearing is so good, in fact, that they can even hear the footsteps of a cricket. They are the only bats in North America that catch caterpillars, and are among the very few insect-eating bats that supplement their diets with cactus fruit. Another thing that sets the leaf-nosed bats apart from others is that they can't crawl on thumbs and toes like other bats. As with many bat species, their predators include owls, snakes, coyotes, and raccoons. Leaf-tailed gecko. The piercing red eyes, tiny horns, and evil smile give it its name. The smallest member of the leaf-tailed gecko family blends in seamlessly in the Madagascar forest. They can be incredibly tricky to find. They can expertly camouflage themselves among dried leaves, sometimes with a foot sticking out to mimic a twig. But that didn't stop them from getting discovered anyway and becoming widely popular as a pet. They eat different kinds of insects, flies, worms, and spiders, and can also eat large insects because they have big mouths. All the more reason they make great pets, I think. Vampire deer. Native to the Yangtze floodplain and some parts of Korea, the Chinese water deer is more closely related to a musk deer than a true deer. The males have no antlers. Instead, they grow long, tusk-like canines, giving the breed the fearful name of vampire deer. Not that you're in any danger should you encounter one in the wild. The tusks are largely ornamental and used to root around for food. They're not after your blood. They much prefer to nibble on weeds, grasses, and herbs. Proboscis monkey. Proboscis monkeys are the primate world's swimmers. They have even evolved webbed feet and hands to help them outpace crocodiles, which is one of their natural predators. They frequently leap from tree limbs and hit the water with a comical belly flop. And you might find this hard to believe, but male proboscis monkeys use their noses to attract mates. This outsized organ creates an echo chamber that amplifies the monkey's call, impressing females and intimidating rival males. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Bearded pig. Just looking at the Bornean bearded pig, you can tell how it got its name. These pigs have a well-developed sense of smell and use their snouts to dig in the ground and look for treats, which mostly consist of roots, earthworms, and fruits. This species is abundant in Borneo, an island in the Pacific Ocean, and it is the only native wild pig. Small subspecies can be found on nearby islands in the Philippines and on the Malaysian mainland. Long-eared jerboa. This adorable little jumping rodent has the largest ears in the world, relative to size, of course. They are about the size of your fist, but can jump several feet horizontally and vertically. It's the only way they get around. It's great for escaping predators, but takes up a lot more energy. This erratic jumping also works for finding hidden food resources, which consist of plants and insects. They also do not drink water at all. They get their moisture from the food they eat. There are 33 species of jerboa, but the long-eared jerboa has big ears to help them keep cool. They are commonly found in desert areas, so as the blood moves through the ear, the heat easily dissipates from the blood vessel across the skin and into the air. Spotted genet. Genets have long bodies, a long ringed tail, large ears, pointed muzzle, and claws.